I feel faster already. New character is winning right now. Well, as long as it's either a new character or a sniper, I don't really care. I missed. Just clean misses everywhere. Oh, dang. Did I get that one? Nope. And there's something, a healing drone. Thoughts on new Huntress primary? I only did one run with it and I didn't like it. I didn't get big crit or big attack speed though, so I didn't get the things that make it better. For the most part. But I also think that that's like, you can't count on items. There are too many items now to be able to count on getting a certain thing for your build consistently. So basically, I just don't like it. Like, I think that it doesn't feel good to use at the start, and that alone is like really unappealing. Sure. Every 10-ish seconds, just wipe out all of my status effects. Destroys projectiles? Really? Oh, that's a sneaky chest right there. What the? What a weird party that was following me around. Very short range, but it does. Why don't I just get constant activation then? Then I'm in there. Never get hit. Just get like 30 fuel cells, and I'm good. And then we can hear that sound constantly, and that would just be terrible. But think of the power. It didn't... I tried to press the attack to successfully dodge, but I failed. Like, I pressed it, and I was like mid another attack, I guess, and it wouldn't cancel. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I do have a lot of donuts, though I've already lost like 45 since this update came out. I haven't gained any back. I gained 5 back because I obliterated once. So like this ain't going well for me. Yeah, the donut supply is in fact dwindling. Oh, I already had one. I didn't even notice. I wouldn't have traded if I knew I had one. Oh well, we'll be fine. Or we won't, I don't know. I'll probably die because I always seem to die now. Game is just too freaking hard. That attack speed. But I also really want, I probably want like all of those things. Yep, literally want all of those things. Did the game get tougher with the patch? I think so. I really have barely managed to win at all. Like, I'm not getting good runs at all. Like, I think that the addition of items is really affecting how consistently you get strong runs. And having another stage before looping, I think, affects it a lot. I think that actually makes like a pretty large difference. Desk plant's not even a bad item, it's just like disappointing to find instead of other red items a lot of the time. But it's not even bad. But no, the other items aren't bad at all. It's just that, like, I don't know. I find myself consistently at a lack for something valuable. I think that in attempting... Oh. I think that with the final boss, when the run length goes back down because you don't have to loop it, you just get to go to the final stage, it'll probably be pretty consistent to beat that boss. Like, as normal, the way I play. But looping is a lot more dependent now. It's kind of like in the first game, probably. Like, I think that you're going to want to not loop most of the time, basically. Like, most runs just aren't quite strong enough anymore, I think. And I think that it's close, but I don't think that it will quite reach the point where you have to care about the timer. That one's a little uncertain. But it does feel like there is the possibility. And I have a feeling that people who do play for the timer might be doing a little better now than I'm doing. Like, can't say for sure because I don't really think it's fun to play that way, so I don't try it. But I do think it's definitely a possibility. Well, now those runs that you take to level 7, you're taking to level 8. And I think that if you were to care about the timer, you would want to be finishing the 5th level now at like 40 minutes instead of having until 40 minutes to finish the 4th level, which is like an entirely different kind of feel. Having all that time to finish 4 levels versus not actually having enough time to finish 5. I think that's where the disparity is coming from, for me. I don't think that this game will be as hard as the first game, because this game is inherently more skill-based in important ways because of being 3D. Now, of course, they are doing their best to include some BS to remove some of that skill. But I don't think that it'll be as hard as the first game, unless you want it to be. Yeah, first game is real hard. Anyway, I'm not looking too good. But it definitely has just felt to me like not once have I gotten the things that I've needed to have like just a good, satisfying, quality run. Somerang does a ton of damage. It is a very good item. That didn't kill. Nice, the classic. Dang, couldn't find it in time. I don't think items are weighted differently in different difficulties, but I don't know. As far as I'm aware, items just don't have weightings. You can have it so that keys give you mostly red items. You just need a ton of keys. I've come to like the upward slash more. When it first came out, I didn't think I liked it, or I especially didn't think that I would find it better, but I kept using it, and like the problems that I had with it, or I thought I had with it, kind of stopped feeling like problems, and they felt like things that I could easily mitigate with good movement, so I just kind of started to only use it. I was thinking about hitting the teleporter while I was over there, but I decided against it. Oh, TC 280. That's what we need. I wonder if they're ever gonna make drones like kind of good. Especially the TC 280, which is like the biggest waste of your money that you can possibly find. Did they fix the equipment drone? What was broken about the equipment drone? I forgot. I'd never end up taking them. They seem too stupid to exist. I think I honestly still made up a good amount of time on this level. Whoops, what did I trade for? Oh no. What did I trade? I don't even know. Okay, here comes activation and death. Paste, thank you for the 50-month sub. 50 is a nice round big number. Thank you for sticking around so long. I traded a crowbar. Well, I think I have more. No, maybe I don't. Whatever. I'll get more. Ah. Always out of reach. Need some backup mags. I mean, this update's pretty good. Really all I've got going on. I wonder if that's another thing that's like really affecting this game compared to the first. Only getting greens, never getting whites or reds. Like, would that randomness help your build in this game? I don't know. For bosses, I mean. It's an interesting thought. For Mercenary, I feel like that one kind of is a no-brainer. I have 3 Gore's Tomes. What greens might I lose that I actually care about? I don't actually have any that matter. I have 1. And I lost it. But still, Shattering Justice I think is probably worth it. What was the green? Didn't even look. Oh, yeah, that's not that big a deal. This will probably work out. Yeah, like most of my greens are Gore's Tome, so it's like, you know. All right, I have to pay attention for environment log. I still need this one. And that's true, I do have the death mark and the hammer. Shattering Justice. They can probably kill me whenever they want. I never see loot up here. look at me go. That's beautiful. Yeah, you can still kill the alloy warship unit with mercenary instantly. See ya. Ah, yeah, absolutely will. Unless they fix that, I'm gonna keep doing it. Only a patch can stop me now. I feel like I've been getting a lot more beetles in general. Yeah, the artifact thing is right there. It's split, like it's a piece of one. You don't get a whole code here. Alright, no fall damage. I guess we take those. Dude, it's like endless birds. Mercenary has this thing where when you use your third skill and you end up inside certain enemies' hitboxes in certain ways, it ejects those enemies very quickly. And this game has a system where if enemies or you come into contact with something at a very high velocity, you take damage based on that speed. So I ejected it into a wall and it died. Okay. Saw that one. That's another enemy. It's really hard to do on brass contraptions, though. The next, like, besides that boss, the easiest to do it on is Greater Wisps. But honestly, it's pretty hard to do on Greater Wisps as well. So the only easy one is that boss. I've not managed to do that with Rex on Alloy Warship unit. I've managed to do it with Loader. But that one's also tough. Yeah, Vagrants, you can get Vagrants, but it's real hard. They really don't want to cooperate with that. Like, even this one right here that's right up against this wall, I would probably fail. I could spend some time trying, but it's actually just hard. So instead, I ended up killing it with actual damage. You can... Really? It gets influenced by your 4th skill with Rex? I'll have to try that sometime. I didn't think that would actually, like, make it grab and move the boss. Does it only work on flying enemies? Yeah, I don't think you move enemies that aren't in the air. Yeah, I'll tell you there are 2 codes that aren't in levels. If you don't want any real big spoilers, but... And I can tell you where all of them are if you do. Alright, good to go. Emergency drones give you a lot of healing very quickly if you get down to critical health. But they respond really slowly, and I would consider them just about worthless. Oh, I got one. I did it. I'm a beast. Okay, I have fear. What is... Like, why are there so many of them lately? Wow, 2 lunar coins in like no time flat. Making bank here. I look away and I'm like, oh no, am I gonna die? I hear the sound of death. Anyway. I would say the teleporter shrinking item is probably worth getting, yeah. Oh, I gotta get out of there. I don't really want to fight that. It's 30% faster per teleporter, or per stack. I mean, it's probably a little more character dependent. I feel like there's probably no reason not to take it on Mercenary. You know? 5 seconds, I'm gonna hang out for frick. Mistakes? I would like to leave. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a second one. I'll tell you that much. 2 is less than 3. It is less than 3. I mean, I'm gonna die. I pretty much have no chance, I think. I take damage too quickly. So it probably doesn't really matter, but like, the thing is, Mercenary flies in and out of the zone a lot because of the 3rd skill. 2, you'll just spend even more time out of it. 1 is like, the size is pretty just right. How small is 2 stacks? I don't know how to describe it. 3 stacks is the zone is like the circle, the 2D part if you were to look at the ground only. With 3, it is the size of the teleporter base. So 2 is like, you know, halfway between that and 1. Logically speaking. I feel like they shrank the horizontal range on that attack. It's gasoline. I mean, at 30% charge speed per stack, and that's probably multiplicative rather than additive. Good luck. Good luck making it instant. Ow, dude. I messed that up. Yeah, that Newt altar is really easy. Actually, I think I've found all 3, or I found 3 on this map, and I think they were all really easy. How much damage should I do to that? Not that much. Ow. I didn't like that. I mean, hey, keep giving me death mark. That's great. Dude, why are there so many contraptions? I don't want them. Yeah, I would love to get more ways to trigger the death mark. That's one of the other Newt altars. That one's pretty easy to spot. Just kind of like by accident. Alright, let's go for it. That's what I was hoping for. The game got me a present, and I really appreciated it. Sadly, I can't just like go to the artifact trial now. You actually have to finish the teleporter event for the artifact trial to become enterable, because you can't use the laptop, because it's a loot object basically. It gets blocked off. Yeah, the elite spawns on this map seem a little ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna not do the one that I think is glass, which is the next one on the list. And I'm not gonna do Titanic Plains, which is the next one on the list. And I'm not gonna do the monster log one, which is the next one on the list, or the environment log one. Alright, so I'm doing that one. This is the one from the challenge map itself. I don't know which one it's going to be, and maybe it'll murder me, but we'll try it out. It doesn't have to be downward for knocking them into a wall or floor. Like, it's just not... I don't know the exact spacing. I just try a bunch of spacings until it works. It's probably more about angle. Oh, okay. Enigma is fine. Really the key is just like to push them towards something. I don't know. You can activate as many artifacts as you want when you're doing a run. Like when you set up at the menu, you can activate all of them. Oh gosh. In here, you'll only have one active unless you had one active for your run. Oh, this sucks. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, that's just bad enemies. That's unfortunate.